Tonight, we're learning more about the tentative collective bargaining agreement between the city and the Portland Police Association.
And with that, the city council must still vote on the contract, but two of the people who were involved in the negotiations explained tonight what the public can expect out of the new contract. Jennifer Dowling live now, digging deeper and giving us more details. Jennifer?
Good evening. Some of the negotiators that were part of that contract negotiation were part of a question and answer session tonight with the public. And members of the public really wanted to know how this new contract would hold police accountable.
One thing that the public was calling for was greater accountability for those types of misconduct that are serious.
Chief Deputy City Attorney Heidi Brown says accountability is something that negotiators tried to make sure was in the new contract, specifically changing the discipline guide to include automatic termination for some types of conduct, something that she says wasn't in the old agreement.
You don't have a category E that is automatic termination under the existing discipline guide. We tried to make it more clear so that everybody understood what types of conduct would fall in different categories, and to move things up in the level of suspension and discipline that was going to be meted out for those more egregious types of misconduct.
Under Category E, some of the conduct listed included conduct in violation of one or more city or bureau policies that involve things like a felony crime conviction, domestic violence, intentional misuse of police authority based on protected status, or out-of-policy use of deadly force.
A discipline guide is a completely new issue for bargaining, and having gone through that process was really a paramount win for both parties, but really for the city to have that accountability. That tied to an oversight board and the new legislation all work together. It's going to be pivotal change on how things are resolved in the long run.
Also new in this agreement, the ensured establishment of a body camera program and an expansion of Portland Street Response.
The agreement is to have the people in both from management and the people that are going to be doing the work come together and come up with how do we integrate Portland Street Response into our public safety response system so that we do send the best person to respond.
Brown says sometimes it will involve a co-response and sometimes it will involve just one organization responding.
Our interest was in doing it in the best way possible.
And some people who were speaking tonight said that the accountability and transparency piece did not go far enough. Those were members of the public that were sounding off. The city says there will be a public comment period on this new contract on February 17th at a council meeting. And then the city council is slated to vote on it on February 24th. Reporting live in Portland, Jennifer Dowling, KOIN 6 News.
Thanks, Jennifer.